Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review. Today from Hasbro in their Marvel Legends line, we are featuring the retro carded Spider-Man Rhino action figure. This thing is a beast. This is probably one of the most sought after figures in the Marvel Legends line, especially if you're a big Spider-Man fan. This figure is very heavy. It's a brick. The card back is gigantic. It will not fit underneath my camera. And here's a size comparison next to a standard figure in the retro carded Spider-Man line. This is Jack-o'-lantern and normal sized figure and giant size beast. Look at this. The difference in the card sizes is crazy. This one here is like twice the size of a standard figure. It's nuts. This is a figure I wanted really bad, and I had to pay a premium for it. But for me, it's worth it. I don't have too many Rhino figures in my collection. I have an older Toy Biz Spider-Man one from maybe like, I don't know, 15 years ago or something. And that one's kind of small, and I think it's based off of Ultimate Spider-Man Rhino. But I needed like a modern evergreen design, and this is the way to go. Amazing looking figure. Love the retro card backing. So if you're a fan of the older Spider-Man cartoon and the Toy Biz line of action figures, this probably hits all the right nostalgia notes for you. Fun comic book illustration right there. You have the alternate head. You have the extra pair of hands, and on the back, you can kind of tells you what the figure could do. You can swap out the head and other appendages. Other figures include Hobgoblin, Shocker, Ben Reilly Spider-Man, Symbiote Spider-Man, Hammerhead, and Spider Armor MK1. Nice multilingual description of Rhino. Former Russian mafia muscle, the Rhino possesses immense strength, near impregnable exo armor, and a stubborn grudge against Spider-Man. And let's take this out. The one thing I love about the card backing too is that if you're careful enough, you could take this out and still, you'll damage the package, but not so much that it's completely destroyed, because you could, if you're careful about it, repack the figure inside and still display it mint on card. So kudos to Hasbro for being smart about their blister to card attachment. Rhino itself looking fantastic. My first impressions of this, holding this thing, it's a brick. It's like a cinder block. And it's awesome. There's some nice shading and detailing on his body. It really creates that different kind of like rough skin texture that you expect from a character like this. He has the alternate heads. He has the really teeth-baring, angry look. And here he's just kind of grumpy. Maybe he went out without his coffee. Some extra hands. And this is wildly pointy. The horn up here. But look at that sculpt. It looks really cool. Man, beautiful figure. Alright, so you have the extra hands here. Nice gripping hands. Again, beautiful textures. You can see the really gnarly fingernails. They're all beat up. I love the cracked texture on the skin. It's very convincing. It looks awesome. And as for the figure itself, This guy is a beast. No pun intended. Just look at that face. That is beautiful. Let me see if I can... Yeah, there we go. That looks nicer. Yeah, so there's some beautiful shade work throughout his body. It really emphasizes all the like subtle details, and they're not even subtle. All the cracks and crevices and texture on his body. Yeah, these kind of like pebbles on him. It's much more of a rocky texture than like a rhinoceros texture. It's really, really cool. And then he has the two horns. Articulation's nice. Wow, this is a great figure. A beast of a figure. This thing stands in at about 8¼ inches. For a size comparison, here he is next to X-Men Marvel Legends Vulcan. Here he is next to Wolverine. And McFarlane figures, you know, it's a different scale. They're much larger. And then we have a Diamond Select figure, the Alfred from Gotham. We have a Venom figure over here, just to give you an idea of the different sizes. We have a really old Toy Biz Fantastic Four Thing figure. And this looks really cool. These two could really go at it in a fight. That's awesome. And of course, we need a Hulk figure. So that was this guy. This guy has sound effects. I have the Red Hulk right here, and this guy is gigantic also, and he completely towers over Rhino. Just look at that. You know, so if you want a really huge battle of behemoths, you know, this is the way to go. In terms of Rhino's articulation, he has articulation in his head. He looks up, which is great, because if you want to recreate those poses where he's like charging at you, tilt his head back. His arms are articulated. Single pinned elbows. He does have a bicep cut up here. Articulated wrists. Does have an ab crunch. Waist swivel. His legs, I'm scared to move them because they feel really tight. Like when I want to kick up, I can feel the peg twisting with it. So I might have to heat up the hip joints so I can loosen up a little. I don't want to force it right now because this figure was friggin' expensive and I don't want to break it. Single pinned knees. Very tight. Doesn't want to move. Articulated toes. And you have his crazy hooves. Nice details. Overall, fantastic figure. If you're lucky enough to find this for like retail, you know, definitely pull the trigger on it. If you can find it loose for a decent price, pull the trigger on it. But yeah, this guy's pretty expensive on the secondary market right now, but he's worth it. It's a great, fantastic figure. And it's a nice, big, beefy boy, you know. Just look at that. And I do like the thing in the middle. There we go. Nice thing sandwich. All right, so yeah, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.